Hello, good morning students. How are you students? Hope you all are well and healthy. So dear students, today we are going to discuss letter writing. And as far as I think, letter writing is not new for you. I am sure that you must have learned how to write a letter during your schoolings. And you must have attempted writing a letter in your exams, maybe in class 10th or 11th and 12th. Alright, so today we are going to discuss once more how to write a letter. And here today, especially we are going to talk about formal letter writing. Alright, so generally there are two types of letters, informal letters and formal letters. And today we are going to talk on formal letters. So what is an informal letter and what is a formal letter? As earlier I taught you formal communication and informal communication. Okay, when we were dealing with communication topic, at the time I taught you what is formal communication and what is informal communication. Formal communication demands formalities. Okay, informal communication need not formalities. So similarly, formal letter requires formalities. You need to maintain certain formalities. Whereas in informal letter, you can become informal. You need not maintain formalities. So informal letters are those letters which you write to your parents, your relatives, your friends. Alright, but see the thing is that now we no longer write informal letters. As we live in the era of IT, this information technology era, and we have mobile, internet, computer, so we simply have a chat on mobile. Okay, we can have even video chat, and we simply send text message or WhatsApp message. Alright, and that's why the practice of writing informal letter has got obsolete, or it is almost finished or over, we can say. But as far as formal letter writing is concerned, formal letters are still written as usual. Alright, earlier formal letters would be written and would be dispatched by post. Today also we send formal letters by post, but we also use email for sending a letter. Alright, so what are the formal letters? Formal letters, okay, the letter you write to a particular firm or to your school principal or college principal, or letter to some organization, or letter between organization and firms, all they are formal letters. Formal letters are official letters, business letters. Alright, suppose as a student, okay, you are writing a letter to the principal of your college requesting him to improve the condition of library, your college library. You feel that your college library must be upgraded and updated. So this comes under formal letter. Okay, similarly, suppose you are going for outing, you are going out and you are writing a letter to the manager of certain hotel asking for the availability of the rooms and facilities and all other things and all the facilities they are providing. So that also comes under the category of formal letter. Suppose you are planning to take admission in some university or in some educational institution, but before taking admission you want to get to know about that institution or that university, and even you want to know something more or some more about the course that you are aspiring for, alright, or that you want to opt for. So you will simply write a letter to the head of that university or the institution, alright, requesting him to send you the brochure so that you could get to know more about the course detail. Alright, similarly, suppose I am a sports teacher, and as a sports teacher I place an order for certain sports item like the cricket bats and balls, badminton rackets, net, and many other things. So I am placing an order to the manager of certain firm that makes or sells sports item. So that letter also comes under formal letter writing. Similarly, we write letter to the editor of some newspaper. हम न्यूज़पेपर के एडिटर को भी write a letter to the editor. Why do we write a letter to the editor? Sometimes we write a letter to the editor of some newspaper. Why? Suppose there is certain some social problem or certain civic problem. Suppose in your locality transportation facility is not okay or not good, or electricity supply is irregular, or there is scarcity of water. All right, so all these are social problems, and by writing a letter to the editor, you draw the attention of the concerned authorities or concerned government departments or agencies, okay, which are responsible for ensuring all these amenities and facilities you are destined to or you are entitled to. All right, so आप एडिटर को लेटर लिखकर कंसर्न अथॉरिटीज़ का अटेंशन ड्रॉ करते हो. ऑल राइट, पब्लिक में बात जाती है, मैनी पीपल गो थ्रू दैट न्यूज़ एंड इवन द पीपल ऑफ or the employees or the members of that particular organization or department, they too read that particular report and they feel compelled, they feel forced, okay, and then they take action. All right, so that's why we write letter to the editor, and writing letter to the editor also comes under the category of formal letter writing. All right, sometimes you write a letter to the police superintendent, sometimes you write a letter to the district collector, sometimes you write a letter to the SDM. Okay, all these letters come under the category of formal writing. All right, so all these letters have certain format. Okay, formal letter writing has a standard format, and you must be well familiar, well acquainted with that format. I have drawn the format on the board. All right, so suppose I am writing a letter. So I am writing a formal letter. So I'll start with my own address. If you are writing a letter, then at the top, left end at the top, you will write your own address. Then you will skip a line. एक लाइन छोड़ के आप डेट लिखोगे, किस दिन आप लेटर लिख रहे हो. Then फिर एक लाइन स्किप करके you will write addressee address. Addressee address क्या होता है? To whom you are writing, उसका एड्रेस, जिसको आप लेटर लिख रहे हो उसका एड्रेस. देन सैल्यूटेशंस. सैल्यूटेशन क्या होता है? आप रिस्पेक्टफुल एड्रेस करते हो उस पर्सन को, रिस्पेक्टेड सर, रिस्पेक्टेड मैडम, डियर सर, मैडम, लाइक दिस. देन यू राइट सब्जेक्ट. आपका सब्जेक्ट क्या है, आपका टॉपिक क्या है. ओके, देन यू स्टार्ट राइटिंग लेटर, और उसको लेटर बॉडी भी कहते हैं. सो इसमें भी क्या होता है, इनिशियली यू विल इंट्रोड्यूस द प्रॉब्लम. क्या प्रॉब्लम है या क्या सब्जेक्ट है, यू विल इंट्रोड्यूस इट इन अ सिंगल लाइन और मैक्सिमम 2 lines. Then you write about that particular subject or that problem in detail in 3, 4, 5 lines. And finally, you will conclude the letter. It may be called the conclusion, or at times you can give your suggestions from your side. Okay, after writing that, there will be a complimentary close, that is yours sincerely, yours faithfully, yours truly, and then your signature and name. Okay, so these are the steps or stages you have to maintain in this format. So let's have a look at the board. So letter writing, formal letter writing, first of all you write sender's address. You are sending the letter, you are writing the letter, so your own address. All right, then skip a line, एक लाइन छोड़ दीजिए, then write the date. Again skip a line and write addressee address. आप जिसको एड्रेस कर रहे हो उसका एड्रेस, इसको इनसाइड एड्रेस भी कहते हैं. और whom you are writing to. आप जिसको लेटर लिख रहे हो उस पर्सन का एड्रेस। ऑलराइट, सैल्यूटेशंस में क्या होता है, सर, मैडम, और डियर सर, मैडम, रिस्पेक्टेड मैडम, लाइक दिस। ऑलराइट, then you will write the subject, the main topic, main concern. Okay, then body, this is the main part of the letter. So first will be the introduction. You will introduce the issue or you will introduce the problem. Issue क्या है, problem क्या है, बात क्या है, उसको एक लाइन या दो लाइन में आप simply you will introduce. Okay, then the content, or you may write details. डिटेल में उस प्रॉब्लम के बारे में, उस इशू के बारे में आप लिखोगे। ओके, देन कंक्लूजन, कंक्लूड करोगे आप इसको, और इवन एट टाइम्स यू कैन गिव योर सजेशंस, क्या किया जा सकता है, क्या होना चाहिए। इफ यू ऐड योर इनपुट, दैट इज कॉल्ड सजेशंस। देन कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री क्लोज में क्या आता है, योर्स फेथफुली और yours sincerely, yours truly. All right, so this is the way, this is the format how to write a letter. All right, student. Okay, so you just simply jot it down. All right, you can take the screenshot of this format. All right, and now we'll write the letter. So dear students, just have a look on the letter I have written over here. So see, we have written a letter to the editor of Times of India, and our concern, the issue is the traffic congestion on Pratap Road. सिटी में, हमारे सिटी में प्रताप रोड है, इस पर ट्रैफिक जाम होता है, रोड की कंडीशन भी सही नहीं है, दैट इज़ द प्रताप रोड. सो वी आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ द अटेंशन ऑफ द कंसर्न अथॉरिटीज़. ऑल राइट, सो सी 1 2 3 समतानगर, बागीदोरा, बांसवाड़ा. ओके, दिस इज राइटर्स लेटर. सपोज आई हैव रिटन दिस लेटर, सो दिस इज माई एड्रेस. ऑल राइट, व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज सेंडर्स एड्रेस. All right, then it is date. Then what is this? Inside address or address is address, to whom you are writing. Okay, then this sir, what is this sir? Salutation. Then again this is subject as it is, and here are, this is letter body. Okay, as I told you, first introduction, okay. So see, the editor Times of India Udaipur, this is address to whom I am writing. मैंने इनको letter लिखा है, this is the address of the editor. All right, sir, this is my salutation. Then subject, traffic congestion on Pratap Road. ट्रैफिक जाम होता है प्रताप रोड पे, इसके बारे में I am writing. Then introduction, I am to introduce. So whenever you are writing a letter to the editor, all right, you must, okay, use this line. Okay, you rather mug up this line. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention, as it is. Whichever the letter you write, you must use certain columns of the newspaper. You must have seen the letters from readers. पाठकों के पत्र आपने देखा होगा. So there are certain columns, there is particular place in a newspaper where the newspaper editor publishes the letters of his readers. So we are talking about that particular column, okay, where readers' letters are published. All right, so we are referring that column here. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, esteemed means prestigious, reputed, popular newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities, concern related authorities, to the appalling condition of the Pratap Road. Appalling means very bad condition, very miserable condition. Appalling condition of the Pratap Road leading up to Government Polytechnic College, Bagidora, and that road leads to GPC-Bagidora. Okay, so here this is the introduction. This is the intro part of the body. Then content or detail. Okay. Now, how is this problem affecting your life or others? You are writing this. All right. So see, the entire stretch is narrow. The whole road, the stretch is very narrow. Congested. Since it is narrow, it is congested. Why? Because this Pratap Road leading to GPC-Bagidora, this is the main road of the town. All right. So it is congested. Why? Because a number of vehicles ply on it. Congested and covered with potholes. Even there are holes. बड़े बड़े खड्डे हैं इस रोड में. This often causes a traffic jam. रोड नैरो है, ऊपर से रोड में खड्डे हैं, and that causes traffic jam. और इससे इस रोड पे generally traffic jam होता है and inconvenience to the student staff of the college. Student and college staff college जाता है आता है, they have to face a lot of inconvenience owing to roads narrowness, and the road is also covered with potholes. A lot of time is wasted both in the morning and afternoon owing to the dilapidated condition of the road. Dilapidated मतलब broken, worn out, very bad condition of the road, and chaotic plying. Chaotic मतलब without any order. Chaotic plying of the vehicles. Vehicles are not even following the traffic rules. Coming from all the sides. They seem to be coming from all the sides. So once the road is dilapidated, the road is narrow, covered with potholes, and above all the people who use that road, okay, even they too don't follow the norms of traffic. So there is chaotic plying, disorderly plying, movement of the vehicles. The situation worsens during the monsoon. Even in the rainy season, the situation gets worsened. The situation gets worse. Why? Because these potholes are filled with water. Okay? So it causes a lot of problem to the bikers as well as to the pedestrians as well. पैदल चलने वाले लोगों के लिए भी बहुत बड़ी problem हो जाती है. So that is the detailing. ये हो गया detail. फिर now conclusion. I hope my letter will find a place in your newspaper so that the concerned authorities may wake up and take an appropriate action. And now I hope and I request to the editor of this newspaper that he will find enough space in his newspaper so that this letter could be published over there. So I hope you will find a place in your newspaper so that the concerned authorities may wake up. जो concerned authorities है वो उठे and take an appropriate action और action ले to rectify this condition. इस condition को सही करने के लिए, इस road के हालात को सुधारने के लिए कुछ action ले. So that is the conclusion. All right. Then yours faithfully, that is this complimentary close. Letter को जब भी close करेंगे आप ऐसे लिखेंगे yours faithfully. Then your signature and name. So all these steps we have followed: sender's address, then date, address, then salutation, then subject, then letter body comprising of introduction, content and conclusion, then finally complimentary close and your name and signature. Okay, so this is the way how a formal letter is written. All right, so I hope you must have got an idea. Do practice, and I would request you, rather I would advise you to develop or cultivate reading habit. Cultivate reading habit. Okay, try to read different writing pieces as it will enhance your reading skill as well as your writing. So this is all for today's lecture. Thank you very much. Goodbye.